A good day at the range and a so-so day at the range. And a great buy at my local outdoor shop, Green Top Hunt and Fish. That's what's coming up. Hello again and welcome back to 9mm Tuesday on Get on Target with Link. Today I am going to be talking about a trip I took to the range, and it was a mixed bag. I had gone with my Canik TP9SFX, and I brought my IDPA target, my official size targets, and was using that to try and get prepared for my next go round at an IDPA match. And I had some pretty good success. I was getting some pretty good groups, getting in the down zero zone of my IDPA targets, and I was pretty pleased. Not wildly successful, but much better, and acquiring my targets quicker. That was a good thing. Now, when I got to the range, and this has been true the last two times I've been, 9mm ammo was available at the range at the sub $20 per 50 price point. I'll take that. So I got Blazer today, brass cased Blazer. The Canik doesn't like it. Either that or it needs a massive cleaning. I'm going to give it that cleaning in the next day or so, and try again. But I had failure after failure with the Blazer ammo in the Canik. Don't know why. Hadn't had a failure with that since I bought it, and I've put several hundred rounds through it now. But it hated the Blazer, so it just probably at least every magazine I'd have at least one malfunction, and sometimes more than one. In one case, I think I had 3 in one magazine's worth. It just hated that ammo. Don't know why. We're going to do a little more research and we'll find out. But, so a mixed bag at the range. Got some rounds on target fairly quickly, so that was good. Acquisition of my target was much quicker and more accurate. But I found some ammo that it just really didn't like. But before I went over to the range, I stopped in at our local outdoor shop. It's called Green Top Hunt and Fish. You can find them online, greentophuntandfish.com. When you go, it's really quite incredible. When you go in, it's like a big box store. It's huge. It's a Cabela's type sized local shop, and they are much more prone to discounting their products than the big box stores, who tend to hold pretty close to retail. Very, very positive vibes about Green Top Hunt and Fish. I'm a big fan. Big shout out to my man Josh Kennedy, who's a firearms manager there and a friend of mine who always takes care of me when I go up there. I've bought a couple of the Heritage Arms revolver that I bought, if you've seen that on any of my videos. Josh helped me with that, hooked me up with that. That was a pre-owned firearm, and so was today's purchase. I've been looking at the Ruger 1022s on YouTube for quite some time, and I have to say I'm completely enamored of that rifle. Now, we haven't talked rifles on this channel at all, and it's really not a rifle channel. This is a handgun channel. It's a pistol channel primarily, with the occasional smattering of revolver. But But today we're going to be talking about this just because it was such a great deal and it's such a fun firearm. And anybody that's into guns, you owe yourself a Ruger 1022. The Ruger 1022, if you know anything about it, you know it came out in 1964, and it's probably the most popular firearm in the United States. Millions and millions of these guns have been sold. You can find the Ruger 1022 in almost any configuration straight from Ruger, from tactical type configurations, hunting configurations for small game. You can find target versions of it, wood stocks, polymer stocks, versions that come with appropriate types of scopes for the rifle. And then, if that's not enough for you, and let's face it, nothing's enough, right? It has more aftermarket stuff available for it than anything ever made in the firearms world. From stocks to barrels to triggers to it just goes on and on and on. It never ends. You can really personalize your gun and make it yours with the Ruger 1022. There's just so much product out there. So anyway, while I was there, and I just like to kick around and see what's going on, and I always go in and visit the 1022s and see what configurations they have there and sight them in, and I just have fun looking at them. I just am really intrigued by that gun. Well, lo and behold, there was a pre-owned one sitting there, and it was the NRA edition 50th anniversary commemorative takedown model, and I'm going to show that to you. I couldn't resist it. Josh made it impossible for me to resist with his help. I am now a Ruger 1022 owner, and I'm going to show you what I got right now. I bought this pre-owned, so this isn't an unboxing per se, because this isn't necessarily going to have all of the things that came with the with this model when it was brand new, but it's pretty complete. One of the things that's great, the case is fantastic. It's really ruggedly made. There's great storage in it. You've got two good-sized storage compartments that are very practical. We'll get into what I've got hidden in there in just a minute. But extremely well made. It did originally come with straps so you could carry it on your back. They are MIA. I did not get the straps. I'm sure I can utilize some set that I have around for some backpack that I have here, but not a big deal. The handles worked just fine for me today. But inside, this is what I got. There are two carrying areas in here. This is a takedown model, so in one end we have the stock, and it's in this wonderful camo that was unique to this particular 50th anniversary commemorative edition. I don't think they produced it at any other time. It's unique to this one. And then in this area, we actually have two storage areas, and I'm not sure if there are other barrels that you could potentially get for this and carry as second option, but this is the barrel. Now, one of the neat things about this, you can see it's got fiber optic sights. Pretty cool. Red in the front, green in the back. Nice. That was standard on this particular model. If you're not familiar with the takedown model, putting it together is as simple as could be. You simply line up the barrel, put it in, twist it, and that is together, folks. That's a rifle that is, I took it to the range, got it out there, and I haven't shot a rifle since high school, and I was doing okay with it. It also came with a rail, which I took off because it was in the way of the fiber optic sights, and I don't have a sight to put on this, any other optic to add to this right now. But it does come with it, and I have that here in the case. It comes with came with a 10-round magazine. So now we'll get to our accessory pockets. You had a 10-round magazine, which worked flawlessly, I shall tell you. It was absolutely perfect. No problems with this whatsoever. Easy to load and faultlessly shot ammo that I picked up when I got that Josh helped me with. Some Federal, and that's what I was shooting today. Federal Champion. So, that worked flawlessly. I didn't try this out today. Don't know why. I just didn't bother to get it going. But I did get the BX25 Ruger 25-round magazine. So when that's installed, that's what you got going on, and you can plink for a while with this thing. Great fun. And that's what it was all about. It was just great fun. This was not about, there was no other purpose for getting this than just the joy of having a good, accurate, reliable .22 rifle. Took me back to my very, very early days of anything to do with firearms. And I bet you that's true for a lot of you too. The .22 rifle is a rite of passage in many families. That's not the case for my family. That's not how I became enamored of it. That happened to me when I went away to a high school. But many of us, this is some version of this is how we started in our interest in guns in the first place. And it's a great place to go back to. You can just put tons and tons of rounds through this for a song. It's not going to cost you a fortune like shooting an AR at the range, which is going to just cost a bunch of money. It's not going to be cheap running a 9mm, especially if you're putting 100, 200 rounds through your gun at a range visit, which I'm sure all of you know, that's very easy to do. So this is my new fun gun, and I am just thrilled to have it in my collection. Taking it down is super easy as well. It can't be simpler. The takedown is, I can't really imagine I'm going to have a terrible need for the portability that this allows me. But at the same time, the cool factor is undeniable. So there you go. So that was my day, and I hope you're excited for me as I am for myself. If you get a friend at a gun shop, have them keep an eye out for some of the pre-owned stuff, because there's some really good deals to be had in pre-owned firearms. They tend to be made pretty darn well, so you're going to wind up with something that's made pretty darn well and still holding up after years. The 50th anniversary makes this a 2014 firearm. So, and it looks like new. When you, there's no scuffs. It's just in perfect condition. Absolutely gorgeous. and I was looking to get a very basic Ruger 1022. You can get them in the the $250 range, brand new, in the basics, without the sights and a standard wood stock, nothing fancy, just the basics. But with all of the aftermarket available for them, the basics are a great place to start. And for $250, you get a reliable, accurate 22 rifle. But this one, for just $50 more, I couldn't resist. I was sold. So thanks, Josh Kennedy. Thank you, Green Top Hunt and Fish. I'm sure I'm sure I'll keep this the rest of my life. This'll be going nowhere. So that's it for this week's edition of 9mm Tuesdays on Get on Target with Link. Hope you didn't mind the departure, but I got really excited when I saw that long gun, and I just had to pick it up, and I wanted to share it with you. Everybody should have one of those. It's just the ultimate fun firearm. That you can take it as seriously as you want to. You can get into target shooting, fairly long range. I know people have shot these things 200, 300, 400 yards with accuracy. It's amazing. That probably won't be me, but 100 yards with MOA groupings, that's quite common. So it's a great gun and just so much fun, so cheap. It's just great, and I couldn't resist. Couldn't do it. So anyway, I hope this was fun. A little side trip down another road that we don't usually talk about here on the channel. If it was fun, tell some people. Let them know. Like the video. Subscribe to us. Ring the bell. Everything comes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so you can kind of set your clock by that. Trying to keep a good regular schedule for you so you know where to find me. So until the next time that we meet on Get on Target with Link, I will see you.